If you want to make more book sales on Amazon KDP, then make sure you watch this video because I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. So if you're new to the channel, my name is Sean. I built and sold a 7-figure Amazon KDP business, and now I'm building my new KDP accounts. So if you want no BS publishing advice from someone who's actually doing it, then make sure to subscribe. And if you want a free 80-minute masterclass on how to build a profitable Amazon KDP business, then the link to the training is below this video. All right, guys, so this is going to be another book review video where I analyze and review your book that you submitted through me on Instagram and show you exactly where you can improve and get more sales. So if you want me to do this for your book in the future, make sure to follow me on Instagram at SeanDolwet13 and DM me your Amazon link for your book. All right, let's get started with book number 1. So Managing Type 2 Diabetes, a cookbook for the newly diagnosed, guiding newly diagnosed type 2 diabetes patients towards wellness through flavorful, nourishing meals and lifestyle choices. So this book has 21 reviews and at 537,000 BSR. So it's selling something here and there, but it's, nothing crazy, right? So the first thing I noticed is the title is a little messy, right? Managing Type 2 Diabetes, a cookbook for the newly diagnosed. I think you can shorten this to this: Type 2 Diabetes Cookbook for the Newly Diagnosed. And for the subtitle, Guiding Newly Diagnosed Type 2 Diabetes Patients Towards Wellness Through Flavorful, Nourishing Meals and Lifestyle Choices, is, once again, it's a little too long, right? I think you can do something like 1,500 flavorful, nourishing meals, 28-day meal plan, and a complete lifestyle guide. So that's something that I came up with, a lot more shorter, a lot more, like punchier. It's just a suggestion, but perhaps you can work on copywriting in future books. But I do want to say that your book cover looks amazing for cookbooks. These are the kind of book covers you want. So it's very professional. Great job. Your description looks really good. I like the emojis, although I'm not sure if it's allowed, right? And for the A+ content, it looks amazing as well. With cookbooks, you want to showcase the images of the recipes as much as possible. And you got some benefit statements down here too, so it's perfect. So I really think it's just a matter of getting more reviews and marketing it better. So I'm not sure if you're running Amazon ads, but that'd be the main thing, is promoting it a little more and getting more reviews. I think eventually, as you get more reviews, you want to price your book higher than $10.99. So I would recommend you go higher and higher and higher as you increase your profit margin and how much you make per sale. Then you can spend more of that into going more aggressive with Amazon ads. All right, so the next book is a series, Mr. Z, a new rising superhero, the journey to find the superpower liquid. Okay, so this is a fiction book, and we got 3 books here. So the thing about this book is I don't understand what the book is about. It's some kind of superhero book, but I don't really like the art style. Although I'm mainly a nonfiction guy, I still don't like the cover that you have here. I don't like the face, and it's just, using the same face in 3 different covers. I personally do not like it. This is the kind of design that I would expect if it's like a superhero, book cover. So something like this, right? A Vega sci-fi superhero thriller, right? So it has the superhero concept of a design here, which is typically what all the top authors I see are following when they got a superhero, niche book, right? And in the subtitle, they got something that explains what the book is about further. So a sci-fi superhero thriller, right? So you want to do the same thing, explain what the book is in the subtitle, but you don't have that. So you basically have end and beginning, Mr. Z, a new rising superhero book. So it's not explaining what it is. I mean, it could be as simple as sci-fi superhero thriller. Once again, sci-fi superhero adventure, right? Just kind of explain what your genre is and also your audience. Like if it's for kids, you want to say sci-fi superhero adventure for kids, right? Or for teens or for adults, So that's what I would recommend. Obviously, you want to get more reviews. And if you scroll down your series page, you can see that customers who bought from the series also bought these other series. And all the other books that your customers are buying, which are the other superhero books, right? They're all following the same kind of design style. We got this one, same thing. It's very similar to what I just showed you, right? Or actually it's from the same author, so obviously. But this one from somebody else, right? Same thing. We got the superhero in the middle, cool sci-fi scene. This one over here, the superhero is in the middle, very clear. And they're all following a set, design theme for a reason, because it works, right? So that's exactly what you probably want to do too. So I recommend, just hiring a professional designer like Rebecca Covers over here. I work with her so long, so many years, and it's really good, right? So, this is kind of the superhero theme that you probably want to go with. It's $10 to get an ebook cover, right? And just tell her what kind of design you want, and you can kind of work with her and go from there. But I would recommend you go and change your cover design as well as just get more reviews. All right, so the next book here is Gut Health and Fasting for Beginners by Tina Shelton. And Tina also sent me a message with this book saying that she cannot run Amazon ads because of the claim that she has in the subtitle where she claims to heal chronic gastrointestinal some kind of issue, right? So that's one thing, is if you guys are publishing medical books or some kind of health and fitness related niche, then you don't want to make any claims. Even mental health, same thing. You don't want to claim to heal or cure any kind of illness, because it's not allowed and you won't be able to run Amazon ads. So your book cover's actually really good. For your book title, I think it's good, right? It's a little long because it's cutting off, so you don't want to do that. But still, I think it's a good title, good cover. You got good reviews, right? And it's not selling just because you cannot market it. Now, Amazon ads is only one way of doing so. There's always social media marketing. Like TikTok is really, becoming more and more like it's getting bigger to promote books on TikTok. So you can try it out, but I think the easiest way is still going to be just running Amazon ads. It's the most direct and fastest way to get more sales. Okay, so you have two options here. Option one is go and try different marketing, right, outside of Amazon ads. But I think although you have 50 reviews, which kind of sucks that you might lose this, there is a way to not lose it while republishing it. But I think it's still worth it to unpublish the book, update the title so that you don't have the claim, republish it. Hopefully you can transfer over the reviews. Kindlepreneur has an article on how to do this while keeping the reviews over. So I will go and look up that article and try and do that so that you can run Amazon ads, because that'll be the fastest way. Besides that, in terms of product listing, I think you're doing a great job. And just by marketing it a little more, I think you can start making money with this. So the next book is Bodybuilding Log Book. So Bodybuilder Workout Log and Body Measures Tracker. So this is a simple log book. And when I looked this up, at least in the UK market, because it's, you sent me the UK link, it's actually the #1 best-selling bodybuilder logbook, right? So bodybuilding logbook. So it's at 406,000 BSR. So, if this is the best-selling logbook, then it's just that the demand is not there. What I saw though was that, if you kind of pivot a little bit into fitness tracking logbook or fitness tracker logbooks, there's a lot more books selling. So perhaps you want to shift towards that. In terms of bodybuilding though, like I do bodybuilding myself. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I would not want to carry around a logbook with a huge muscular dude on the cover. Personal opinion maybe, but I would like something a little more subtle with some cool quotes, or not even a quote maybe. It's just a bodybuilding logbook, and it's a nice, clean, professional, minimalistic design. That's just my personal opinion, but I feel like a lot of people would agree with me on that, because I'm basically your audience, right? So that's my opinion. Obviously, you don't have enough reviews, so you want to use sites like Puppy to get more reviews. If you guys want to check it out, the link is below this video. But I think the main thing is there's not enough audience for this. I think you should pivot into fitness tracker or other niche where you actually see other books selling really well, and then try and model that. All right, next book. The first high quality, cool premium coloring book, Robots Fighting Dinosaurs. Great for older child, kids, or teen, age 5 to 12 or 5 to 15. From Gary. So first thing, you want to keep the title simple. Okay, so just call it Robots Fighting Dinosaurs Coloring Book. You don't have to do this whole first high quality, cool premium coloring book. Okay. And for the subtitle, I would recommend just calling it an epic sci-fi coloring book for kids. Something like that. Okay. Next, you have this sentence right here: stop buying boring coloring books in your book cover. I like that you're trying out different things. I like that you're trying, like to stand out, which is good, but you want to move this from the book cover into the book description. Your book description is very, very sad here because it's just like 5 sentences, right? So you want to expand this a lot more. Look at your competitors, see how they're structuring the book description. But the first line of the book description is the headline. Basically, it's to catch attention, right? So this is a good headline. Stop buying boring coloring books. That should be like sentence number 1 here. And then you can go and kind of, talk about your book and pitch that more. Like describing the features, how many page, what kind of images there are, as well as for the A+ content, right? You don't have A+ content. For low, medium content books, it's super important to show the interior of the book in the A+ content. So try and make that. Once again, look at your competitors, see what they're doing. Besides that, you don't have reviews. So that's obvious fix. Number 1 is to get more reviews. All right, so the next one, meditation made simple, 30 days to inner peace, the simple guide to mindfulness and improved mental health. So I actually like the design. I like the color of the book cover. The one thing I would want is for the book title here to be a lot bigger, because the text is a little too small. You could have made this way bigger, and I think it will fill the space a lot better. And the subtitle should explain the benefits a little more. So this is something that I came up with, is a simple guide to discover inner peace, develop mindfulness, and improve mental health in 30 days or less. Hopefully, improve mental health is not saying cure mental health, so it should pass the Amazon ads, like guidelines, and you should be able to market it. Okay, so it's better than saying just a simple guide to mindfulness and improved mental health. And as always, with almost every single book, you want to get more than 3 reviews. I mean, this is pretty much why most of you guys are not making sales, is because you have barely no reviews, right? So it's as simple as getting more reviews. And next thing you can do is to improve the book description. Once again, the book description has 5 different parts. You have the hook or the headline. You have the lead section or credibility section, right? Talking about who you are. You have the bullet points section, talking about what's inside the book, features, benefits, right? And then you have the overcome objection section, and then you have the call to action. So look at top selling books and their description and see how they are formatting that, okay? Another thing you can do with the book description is to add, bold fonts on the main thing, italicize like the key features, right? And try and make the description visually pop more. Once again, using bullet points and stuff like that helps as well. The next thing is you got A+ content, but it's like half baked, right? You want to add at least 3 different modules. You have 1 module, and by adding 3 to 5, it's going to look a lot better than this. And it should help with conversions and help make you more sales. So it's already making some sales, right? Not a lot, but some. So that's why optimizing these little things should help with getting you more sales. So the next book is Magic Halloween Coloring Book for Kids aged 3 to 8 by Flo Finesse. Okay, so the author or the publisher sent me a message saying that they made 25 sales from this, and I believe it was AI generated. I think I might be wrong on that, but so that's good news, right? Like you can create a book with no reviews, AI generated, just upload it and make 25 sales, right? So that's pretty good if you can do more, if you can improve the quality and get more than 25 sales. However, if you can fix these few things like getting more reviews because you have no reviews, that should make it a lot better. However, it is a Halloween book. Halloween has passed. So personally, instead of optimizing this book, I would just work on creating a new book and perhaps next year or this year later, right? Once Halloween comes closer, then you can try and revive this book by running Amazon ads. But for now, I would probably just move on to the next one. What you can improve here is the title, can improve like a little bit by making it bigger, fill out this space a little more. I don't really like this vertical thing. I would fill out the size a little more here. And obviously get more reviews and add a little more in the A+ content section. But honestly, that's about it, right? If you're making sales without doing any marketing, without any reviews, then that is a good sign that you got a quality book, right? So it's really just a marketing issue if you want to scale that. All right, so the last one we got is Behind the Lens, the art and inspiration of a photographer. And based on reading the book description, it looks like the author is deaf, right? And he's pursuing photography, and it's a book about that. So first off, I just want to say that hats off to you for hustling, working hard, publishing a book despite the setbacks, right? I respect anyone that's hustling. With that being said, this seems more of a autobiography of your story rather than tips on photography. And unfortunately, unless you are already famous, no one really cares about your story. And it's not just you, right? No one really cares about other people's stories, as harsh as that may sound. So you have to keep in mind that people really only care about what's in it for them. So everything you do, the products, the books you write should be how can I help people solve their problems? What's in it for them, right? So if you have a book on photography tips for beginners, as an example, it'll appeal to the audience who's into photography and who's trying to improve that, because that book is going to help them. So that's what's in it for them, right? So you always want to keep this in mind when you are creating a product or service or a book in this example. And I'm not saying that everyone's selfish, right? But let's be real here. You only clicked on this video and you're only watching this because you want to see how this video will help you, right? You're not watching this because you want to support me, right? Despite you care nothing about KDP. You're not watching this because you're interested in my story. You're watching this to see how you can make more sales, right? So it's just how it is. And it's, nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying that that is how human nature works. So I would recommend you keep this in mind as you publish future books. But with that being said, if you want to improve this current book, the biggest tip I can give you is to improve the book cover. Because if people have to stop and read the title, read the book cover, and take a couple seconds just to understand what the book is about, then that is a failed book cover, right? You want people to know instantly, without even thinking, without even observing carefully, what the book is about in a split second. So if you cannot do that with your book cover and your book title, then you have to change it, especially for nonfiction books, okay? So that would be my tip here. And just by looking at the book cover, I'm just not sure what it is about, right? Once again, I wasn't sure if it was a autobiography or if it was a tip on photography until I read the description a little more. All right, guys, that is it for the video, but I have a lot more books to review. I probably will have to keep making these videos for a while just to catch up. But if you do want me to review your book in the future, once again, follow me on Instagram, DM me your book, and I will feature it in future videos. I do enjoy making these videos, so yeah, we'll do more. But if you do want help with your publishing business, then there's two options. You guys can check out the free training, 80-minute masterclass, completely free. You can take the tip, leave it, apply it, or you can watch the training and choose to join our complete publishing program if you want more help. Okay, so you do have to obviously pay for the program and join, but we got a lot of students succeeding. Some are doing 4, 5, 6 figures a month, and we got one-on-one coaching sessions and a lot of hand-holding inside. So if you want additional help, you guys can check that out as well. I'll leave a link to both of those in the description below, as well as all the tools and resources that I recommend for your publishing business. So with that being said, thank you so much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video, comment any questions you have, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.